Good morning, everyone. Imagine being in a dark room without anything you can see. Right? You have your eyes, but you're in a dark room. You can see anything you can. Imagine walking, go to your job, schools, or wherever you want to go without your eyes. Just your ears, nose, and your mouth. Just your feet, right? You can go to the places without your feet, but also your eyes. Imagine putting makeup in your face without mirror, without reflecting yourself in a mirror to cover your face with makeups. What will be the product of your makeup if you don't see what are you doing? What will happen to your face, right? So imagine without this mirror and lenses to our life, what our life will be like. I'm Kyle Sebastian Serrano, and I will tell you why the mirrors are important to our daily lives. So, before I proceed to this certain topic of importance, because I want you to know what is a mirror and lenses. Because if you have no knowledge what about these two things, you don't realize, or you're going to have no realization about these two things. So let's begin. A mirror is defined as a reflecting surface and can be explained by a law of a refraction, which states that when a ray of light is made to fall on the reflecting surface, the reflected ray has its own angle of reflection. Incident ray and the reflected ray are normal to the certain point of incidence. So, now we talk about the mirror and what this mirror means. It says it's defined reflecting surface. In the word reflecting, we're reflecting ourselves in a mirror. But there are two types of mirror before we proceed. What's that? We have the plane and curved mirror. So let's talk about the plane mirror first. A plane mirror is a mirror with a flat reflective surface for light rays striking a plane mirror. The angle of reflection equals the angle of incidence. The angle of the incidence is the angle between the incident ray and the surface normal ray. Now, we talk about the plane mirror. So, what is the example of this? Right? What is the example of the plane mirror? We see in bathrooms and malls. We see a mirror in our in the bathrooms, right? We see ourselves when we're touching our makeups, when we use to comb our hairs like that. So we see ourselves in a plane mirror with a plane reflection with the same height, same size, same location, and like that. So let's talk about the curved mirror, the second one, or the second type of plane mirror. A curved mirror is a mirror with a curved and reflecting surface. The most common spherical type are a parabolic reflector found in an optical device such as reflecting telescopes that need to image distant objects, since the spherical mirror system, like spherical lenses, suffer from a spherical aberration. So, the curved mirror. I know sometimes we will say I don't see any curved mirror in my whole life. No, you see it every day when you go to 7-Eleven. There's a curved mirror in 7-Eleven that we see almost the whole store because of the curved mirror. Why they would put that? Because they want us to see if there's a thief, or there's a thief to 7-Eleven, or there will be some robbery will cause in the 7-Eleven. So the curved mirror has two types. We have the concave mirror and the convex mirror. So let's talk about the concave mirror. A concave mirror, or a converging mirror, has a reflecting surface that is received inward away from the incident of real light. Concave mirror reflect the light inward to the focal poles. They are used to a focal light. So let's talk about the convex mirror, the second type of the curved mirror. Convex mirror is a simplified put a curved mirror. It's a mirror in which the reflective surface bulges toward the light of source. The surface of curved mirror can be convex, which means bulging outward, or concave, bulging inward. A convex mirror that reflects light outwards is therefore not used to focal light. Now we know that the concave mirror is inward and the convex mirror is outward. So now we know what, when we see an inward mirror, it will be called a convex mirror. And you see concave mirror, when we see convex mirror, we see an outward mirror. When we see inward mirror, we can see a concave mirror. So you know what this mirror was, and what was the different types of mirror, and what the different types of curved mirror. So let's talk about the lens, because we don't know what the importance of these two things if you don't know lens. We know about now the mirror. Now let's talk about the lens. The lens is translucent on an optical device which focuses, which it depresses a light beam by means of refraction. A simple lens consists of a single piece of transparent material. Lens consists of several simple lenses, usually arranged along a common axis. So, there are many types of lenses, but there are two common types of lenses. We have the convex lens and the concave lens. But before we proceed to our two types, or the two common types of lens, I will talk about the first thing I said. No, without our eyes, we're going to work. So what will you say, right? Well, we don't have it. Our eyes have a lens. It's have a lens in our eyes. Sorry for that on the video scan. So when we're using our eyes, we're using a lens. And what is lens is that? So the lens we are using now is the convex lens. It's convex lens. So what is convex lens, by the way? So let's talk about it. The convex lens is a lens that converge rays of light that convey the parallel to its principal axis. Converge the incident rays toward to the principal axis, which is relatively thick across the middle and the thin lower and upper edge. The edges are curved outward rather than inward. So we see that convex lens is a curve outward. So it means when we see our eyes inside view, when we see a I don't know what the term, but when we see an object or it's not a real eye but a eye, we see in side way that our eyes is almost outward curve rather than inward. So what is a concave lens, by the way? A concave lens is a lens that possesses at least one surface that curves inwards. It's a diverging lens, meaning it spread out light rays that have been reflected through its convex lens thinner and its center than its edges, and is used to correct short-sightedness or myopia. So now we know how these things, or we know now about mirrors and lens. So what's the importance of these two? What's the importance of these two things in our life? And for me, as a student, mirror and lenses is a very, very important things in our life. First, the mirror, it's a helpful thing in our society right now, because now we're using mirrors in our side views or side mirrors in our cars. If you don't have that, there will be many more accidents will happen in cities or in a country. Without that, we can use, or we cannot put makeups by ourselves. We're going to call anyone who expert to putting makeup in our faces. But when we have no one, we use mirrors, or we use mirrors and makeups to make up ourselves when we get dress ourselves by like our fashion and self-fashion, we're not going to fashion ourselves, right? So, by the way, what is the importance of lens? The importance of lens in our life is what we can see anything we want. Now we can see outside of the world. Now we're in the earth, but we can see far, far, far away from from our universe. We see many, many planets, many stars, many galaxies, many astronomical events like black hole, neutron stars, and other. Now the world is changing. I think mirror and lenses will have great impact to our society. Before I end this speech, I would like to give you an advice. If you want something, just do it. It's not related to our mirror and lens, but I would like to just shortcut about us. And I'm Carl Sebastian Serrano again from 10 Aguinaldo. Thank you. Thank you.